He didn't shine, but there is time for Tyrone Nurse.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. After 8 rounds of boxing, referee John Latham has scored this contest. For Medrano, 72 points. For Nurse, 80 points. Your winner from Huddersfield, Tyrone Nurse. Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for our visitor, Santos Medrano.
Two of you there, there's two of you here, so be aware. Yeah, on please. Ty, just sit round this way, mate, please. Thank you.
Cover se no.
Through his head hole, not the arm hole.
Should it got shake? You got styles of muppet on me.
Right.
You dressed that. Tyrone, were you happy with that?
I'm never happy, to be honest. I'm never happy or sad until I've watched it back, to be honest. Because half the time you can't judge what's happening in there. It's all a bit of a blur.
What sort of a test was it for you, though, that he was so defensive?
It's boxing, you've got to be able to handle anything, I suppose. It's always a pain when you don't know what sort of style you're going to get, and obviously we've got a back foot, southpaw, short and stocky, so a bit of a pain, but you have to adjust and get to grips with it, I suppose.
And during the fight, your dad and manager said to you, wake up. Were you losing focus?
Not a case of losing focus, probably weren't listening like I should, and following instructions, getting carried away with the moments, probably.
So are you ready for titles now? What's next for you? We've seen you box comfortable opponents.
Yeah, I'm a boxer and we'll fight anyone. I'm not bothered with put in front of me. I'm going to turn up and fight. Obviously, I want good notice, and you can prepare adequately for who you've got to face, style-wise. But we're definitely ready for titles. Well, I feel like I'm ready. I feel like maybe that might bring out the best in me. So might give me that kick up the backside.
We look forward to seeing it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well done, T.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the ring the undefeated Scotty Cardle!
I'm gonna get nail on my yacht.
Ladies and gentlemen, 6 rounds international light welterweight contest, and introducing to you firstly our visitor fighting out of the red corner, wearing the green trunks trimmed with white and black, weighing in at 10 stone 2 pounds 6 ounces, 8 fight record, 5 wins, 1 loss, 2 draws. Ladies and gentlemen, fighting from Pau in France, would you please welcome Karim Aliliche. And across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black trunks trimmed with silver, weighing in at 9 stone 12 pounds and 2 ounces. He is undefeated. 6 contests, 6 wins, 2 inside the scheduled distance. Coming to the ring as an outstanding amateur star and a former member of Team GB. Ladies and gentlemen, from Lytham St Anne's, it's Scotty Cardle! Timekeeper Bill is Barry Pinder, and our referee in charge of the action from Doncaster is Michael Alexander, and this is 6 3-minute rounds in the light welterweight division.
Right, lads, you both know the rules, so let's just have a good, clean fight, okay? Most of all, remember to defend yourselves at all times. Touch gloves, keep it clean.
Seconds out, round 1.
It's been a busy first professional year for the standout amateur Scotty Cardle. He's a likeable and promising youngster who looks to have the sort of attractive style and fan base as well that you need for this game. 7th outing against Karim Aliliche from the beautiful town of Pau in the Pyrenees. And there's plenty to like about Cardle, and we're seeing him virtually every week, Len.
We are. He's nice and busy, as he should be for a young fighter just starting off in his career. It's very important to be fighting regular. He's doing that. He's picking up the wins. So far for me, he's just shown himself to be a little bit erratic early on, but now he's starting to, last couple of fights, starting to settle down and pick his punches and looking the better for that.
Combinations partially blocked by Alilice, who's won 5 of 8. Just lost the once though. He's 5 years older than Cardle. And those green trunks body shots, and Cardle loves to rip those home.
He's another fighter that uses reflexes as a defense, not something I'm totally fond of. I think put your hands up is always a good thing, but he keeps that left hand low.
Often does that, Cardle, but he is quick with it. He's plodding forward, Alilice, defensive. A physical weight advantage, the Frenchman. Does look strong, but maybe slow.
Well, he's getting his hands up. Alilice, he has to. Good job, he's got a decent defense because he's getting some powerful shots to head and body in Cardle.
Yeah, rapid ones as well. Tries a right hand of his own. And a body shot there from Cardle, looking for the angles. All these varied opponents quickly. 7 and 7 months. Good early learning, as Glenn says, very important. Got to keep busy. He's never out of shape, is he?
No, you don't want to be really 23. You want to be in shape all the time, ready for an opportunity.
And they're coming regularly for Scotty Cardle.
You can see what he's looking to throw, all right? He's watched a bit of you on YouTube, he's looked at left hook here all the time, okay? When you're jabbing there all the time...
A man that is totally in love with the business. Hot trainer Joe Gallagher. Loves a chat, doesn't he?
He certainly does. Knows his stuff, though. As you say, is in love with the business and makes it his business to know everything there is to know, certainly about opponents. But Alilice covered up quite well there. Cardle's getting the punches off. They're not really getting through. Couple around the side there were, but the left hook to the head hit the gloves.
Corners, 10
Don't get
seconds.
caught with anything silly and don't engage, all right?
Seconds out. Round 2.
Here's the second of 6, 23-year-old Scotty Cardle from Lytham St Anne's. Developing prospect. 6-0 at the moment, a couple of knockouts as well in the black trunks, the long green shorts of Karim Aliliche, the international opponent from the Pyrenees. Preliminary level, but that's what you'd expect really for Cardle at this stage, as he gets used to the professional ranks, having had a very good amateur career, just missing out on the London Games. He's quite a character, this Alilice, isn't he?
He is. But I think it's going to take a lot of punches to get through that defense. Cardle's doing 2s and 3s. He's going to keep throwing to bring them that high guard down. And I think once he gets a few shots on, I think Alilice will fall to the temptation of having to go back. That's when he'll leave himself open.
Big deep breath from the Frenchman already, as Cardle tries another rib cruncher. Represented young England and fought in the ABAs, the multi-nations. Plenty of amateur experience before he turned pro. Here in March on another Kell Brook bill, beating Sid Razak in 4 rounds. They all have to go through Sid, don't they?
Yeah, everybody has to have Sid on their record. Good old Sid.
Again, reflexes, movement from Cardle, who's alongside the Smith brothers and Scott Quigg, fighters like that in the gym, and Scott's actually helping out in the corner tonight. Recently crowned this week our young boxer of the year, and preparing for his rematch with Rendell Munro in November. He likes to do that, Joe Gallagher, doesn't he? Really get the others involved.
Yeah, he makes it a team over there, doesn't he? In Gallagher's gym.
Good sparring too. Competitive.
Well, he's going to need that good sparring here, Cardle, because Alilice is covering up and he's making Cardle work hard. He's having to throw an awful lot, then he's having to move around the ring.
Good volume this from Cardle, though. Right to the body too. Gets a round of applause from the blue corner, Scotty Cardle. Just increased the tempo, end of that one, and Alilice felt them.
Good. Nice again. Keep composure and keep focused, right? You can see him before your eyes blowing hard and everything else, right? But don't be too quick to unload, because what he's doing is keeping in your pocket all the time and making you go.
Well, here is that work from Scotty Cardle, having to throw lots and lots of punches. Alilice taking the sting out of them, catching a lot on the gloves. Doing quite well just to hang in there. But has he got anything else? Can he then start to attack?
Body shots are lovely, all right, but don't get drawn into that.
Statistic for body shots. Alilice, basic, strong, but they again breathing heavily.
Okay. Seconds out. Round 3.
Taps his gloves. Scotty Cardle really wants to be a big success in this sport. Will he be? Time will tell. He's 23, started the journey fairly impressively, unbeaten so far and active, getting around the UK and picking up experience against all sorts of different opposition. Here's a stubborn and powerfully built Frenchman who's yet to be stopped, and that was a lovely uppercut. Maybe Cardle can be the first man to do it. Good combinations. Didn't like that much, Alilice.
Well, Cardle's just got to keep doing this sort of work, keep the punches going. He's obviously very, very fit. Throw lots and lots of punches. He'll finally break through that defense of Alilice.
Lost his last fight, Alilice, on points, but now he's getting chewed up a bit here by Cardle in the third round. Backed up on the ropes, not a lot coming back, needs to throw something. It's all Scotty Cardle here, and the Frenchman could be taken out.
Well, he's still got his wits about him. Alilice is covering up, he's protecting himself around the head. Cardle's trying to break through that defense.
Desperate to make a statement. Again, Scotty Cardle doesn't want to punch himself out. Really covering up here, Alilice. But Cardle having success too. And that's tired the Frenchman out.
Well, that's a good barrage of punches from Cardle. That's what you want to see. That's took a lot out of Alilice, but now he needs to do it again.
He held him on those ropes for about 30-40 seconds there. Scotty Cardle, blood from the nose of Alilice. As I was saying, he was defeated on points by Yves Mesny last time, but not being halted. And Cardle, well, he'd love to do that. I like his attitude, Scotty Cardle. Right hands back from Alilice.
Well, Alilice is still in there, he's still okay. You want to see Alilice throw a bit more back though. But it's good pressure from Scotty Cardle.
Sucking them up, trying to be resilient here, Alilice. He's trying to prove he's the stronger man, the tougher man. But he's not got the skills, anything like we've seen from the fists of Scotty Cardle. And I wonder if there'll be a very despondent, deflated Alilice at the end of the round. I bet he's thinking this is a tough way to earn the purse tonight.
Well, really good barrage of punches there from Scotty Cardle. Left hands and right, trying to break his way through that high-held guard of Alilice. But he certainly, although he didn't get a concussive punch on, an eye-catching punch, he certainly took a little bit out of Alilice, because that was a bit of a pounding he took on the ropes.
Decent variety. Did he smother his work a bit? What do you think?
It was okay. He stood in front of his opponent. He could have done with stepping from side to side, but obviously it's hard to think of that when you're trying to unload on the opponent.
Seconds out, round 4.
Fourth round, hasn't lost one as a pro yet, Scotty Cardle. First year, all going very well indeed, and the last round did especially against Karim Aliliche. He'll be wanting to score his third stoppage win here. Scotty Cardle in those black trunks and black boots. He's got quite a following in the Northwest. Stopped Luis Garcia in a round in Blackpool on a Brian Rose card recently. He's not getting the small hall treatment, is he, Scotty Cardle?
No, they're playing them big. They're giving them the big venues, the big fights, cards to be on. They think he's going to be something.
Do you?
I think there's certainly talent there. He's a work in progress. There's faults that I think he needs to iron out. There's touches of the Paul McCluskey about him, the way he carries his hands, the way he depends on movement of the head, but when you move up a level, as McCluskey found, it's a bit different.
Didn't do too badly, Paul McCluskey, European champion, almost a world one, but obviously lost to Amir Khan and had that defeat to DeMarcus Corley. Recently got his career back on track.
Yeah, but we're obviously talking about him trying to get to the very top level. That's where we're pitching, we're putting him on big title cards. We're talking about him being a star.
Yeah, we hope so. Plenty of good amateurs turning professional at the moment. The likes of Martin J. Ward, Cal Yafai, and who knows how many of the class of London 2012 will turn pro. We know John Joe Nevin for Ireland is. Arun Khan, Amir's brother. There will be more. Body shots. Again, trying to get his right elbow to protect them. He's tough. Alilice. Doesn't look a quitter, does he?
No, he's stubborn, isn't he? But I think that's what Cardle needs. Somebody in front of him that's live, that's, you know, trying as well, that can stand up to his punches.
I think the variety is quite good. Last time the guy fell in a round, this one might go 6. Useful. Mixing the experience. All about carefully selecting the opponents.
Miles better. It's a really good round. You controlled it, you pick your shots, and then you put together 2 or 3 good combos. And it's sickening. You're seeing him standing back in front of you going, fucking don't know what to do with it.
Excuse the language from Joe, but speaking sense though, starting to sicken. Alilice, good statistics, all smooth for Cardle.
Yeah, good solid jab landing there. But the left hand comes back to his hip. Better fighters will quickly jump on that.
Corners, 10 seconds. Seconds out. Round 5.
6 minutes to go. We're in the light welterweight division. Scotty Cardle looking for victory number 7. In with Karim Aliliche, who's been a pro for almost 3 years now. And from the town of Pau in France. Beautiful area in the Pyrenees. Hasn't been beautiful to watch in the ring, but he's been tough enough, and he's come here to show Cardle his strength to survive and, you know, hopefully get lucky.
Yeah, well, I think they picked him because he is tough. He's that sort of stubborn fighter that you want to put in with a, you know, young prospect. You know, somebody they can unload on and yet still going to be there, still covers up, still got a little bit about themselves.
Can we ascertain yet how big a puncher Cardle is on what we've seen so far?
No, it's pretty hard. I mean, he's obviously got a punch because he's got a couple of knockout wins. When he lands, he does hurt. But, you know, he's starting his career off with survivor types. And it's difficult. You know, you need to be in with competitive opponents who leave themselves open.
Good body shot followed by an uppercut. Another draw of breath from Alilice, who's just tentative with the jab now. I'm sure he's glad this is over 6, not over 8. Good left hooks again from Cardle, picking the punches well. Just got to keep the guard up at times. Remember, they do come back at you.
Well, he's doing the right thing, Carl. He's been first all the time. He's thrown lots of punches. He's been on the attack. You know, he's looking good in with this type of opponent.
Remember, when Cardle fought Ide Okuturo in Nottingham and won in 6 rounds. I was sitting with Ian Dark, who said he was very impressed with Cardle, that he hadn't seen a prospect maybe as good as Cardle in some time.
What does he know?
I knew you were going to say that.
No, very good judge. So obviously he's caught his eye.
Body shot again from Scotty Cardle. A bit of blood around. Is that from the nose of Alilice? Not sure.
But he's got a good defence, Alilice, and he's needed it, hasn't he? I think if he had dropped his hands, he mightn't be in there now.
Yeah, it is from the nose, the blood.
Lovely boxing, that, mate. Absolutely lovely boxing. You're taking things behind the jab.
Wow.
You're picking him up in front. As you can see in front of him.
Well, you can't criticise him for lack of body shots.
You can criticise Alilice, though.
He's had to suck him up, though.
He certainly has. You've seen him come up with those big gasps of air after 62 body shots. You would, wouldn't you? Yeah, he's getting them through now. Then it's good. He's still thinking. He's bringing the uppercuts in. So working well. Good round.
Okay. All right. But put it
There
on
is our young boxer of the year, the undefeated Scott Quigg from Bury. How far is he going to go in the super bantamweight division? How far in the light welterweight class will Scotty Cardle go? He's more or less lived in Sheffield for the last 5 or 6 years as being part of Team GB, and he's putting on another pretty impressive display in the Steel City. I should think he'll want to finish in real style as well. Just go through the moves, try and rattle this tough Frenchman Karim Aliliche, who's earned his money.
Yeah, we'll see a little bit more of Alilice, who'll try a bit harder in this round. So far he's been very defensive. Now he's going to go out and give it a last hurrah.
It's a bit of blood by the left eye of Scotty Cardle. Not sure if that's from there or from the nose of Alilice. We'll try and get a closer look. Or is it the nose of Cardle? Just a right hand, and again, certainly a little bit of a mouse or something developing under the left eye of Scotty Cardle. Maybe that'll just teach him to watch that left arm being so low.
Well, he maybe just keeps it down because he's at this level where he can afford to do that. I think he's a smart enough young man that if he's in with a big puncher, that hand will go up. One would hope so.
Doesn't want to get careless, though, or get into bad habits at this stage, Glenn.
No.
Good action, though, from Cardle. Look at the way he's delivering the leather, unleashing the volleys of shots. Fan-friendly style. Tick that box.
Yeah, well, people like this. This is what they want to see. Good action. You know, he's not going to finish with a full tank. He's going to throw everything he can, Scotty Cardle. You know, he's trained hard.
Yep, he's an enticing addition to the pros. The energy and the attitude. Yeah, sometimes you've got to want to be a star. You've got to want to be a big player as well, and I think he's got that, Cardle.
Yeah, but I've been more and more impressed as the rounds have gone on. And now that Alilice is throwing punches, the way he's turned it around, the way he's answered that and come back and put him on the ropes and throw a good barrage of punches, shows good character.
Plenty to work on in the gym, of course. That defence will need to be tighter as he moves up in levels, but there's a lot to like about Scotty Cardle. The hand speed, the variety of shots. Yeah, plenty of them. Alilice bangs his heart as if to say, hey, I survived the storm, give me some credit. And I'm sure Scotty Cardle, knowing the guy he is, will do that.